Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ZUNDAY! Funny Books live streaming show every Sunday morning.
Every Sunday morning.
At 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
Eastern, yeah.
10 a.m. Central.
All you big Funny Books fans on the West Coast.
Well, listen, Steve, Sideshow Steve, who we will talk about in this show, is Central Time, Louisiana.
Yep.
And Jeff, our friend Jeff in California, who's part of Funnyrama, Jester from the Wester.
Yes.
Jeff Zugal, formerly Jeff Steele. He's in California, so maybe he's going to get up and watch us at 8 a.m. Pacific Time.
That's right.
Or as some people that are not that intelligent call it, specific time.
I've never heard that before in my life.
I'm sure someone thinks it's specific time.
Pacific time.
Specific time. It's interesting. Anyway, so this is the first episode back after our hiatus, after our pilot season.
This is what I call Season 2, Episode 1.
And this is what I call Season 1, Episode 1, because a pilot season is actually Season 0.
Except for, there's no such thing as a pilot season.
That was a pilot season. What do you mean? It existed.
Right, but like it was 5 episodes. It was Season 1.
Can I get something out of the way really quick?
Sure.
This is Dottie, everybody.
Oh, look who's here!
Look who's here. It's Dottie.
The best cast member of ZUNDAY.
Absolutely the best. You met Dottie the day after I found her. Mm-hmm. In episode 2 of ZUNDAY, I want to say.
I think that was.
Yeah.
Where we lost her behind the bookcase.
Yes, and now Dottie is.
In case you're worried, she has been found.
Yes, and also the store has been Dottie-proofed.
Yes.
So I just wanted to have wave hi.
The camera's that way, girl.
Hi, fans of Funny. Don't look at the monitor. Don't look at the monitor. So Dottie is basically part of the show. And I think she does have potential of being a little bit of a counter cat if we could prevent her from getting out the door, because she already wants to escape my apartment in the worst way. But I'm going to put her on the floor now.
Luckily for us, as I have proven, you can try to escape from Steve for 32 years, and it's not going to work.
Yes, and you can refer to me as Sunny Steve.
Sunny Steve.
I am currently in my Sunny Steve persona, having come off my sabbatical in the Sunshine State. This thing doesn't float, by the way. It sinks to the bottom of the ocean.
Is it an actual like boogie board, or is it like?
It's an ironing board.
It's an ironing. That's what I assumed.
Yeah, you can't stand on this in the ocean. It doesn't skim, nothing. It's just a prop.
That's expected.
So ZUNDAY's is back, and we appreciate all fans of Funny Books for tuning in or watching it whenever you can on demand. Oh, thank you. It
looked like the new thing this season was about to be, instead of looking at the monitor all the time, Steve was going to take his head out of frame to look at his show sheet, which he had to the side and on the ground instead of just holding it.
Well, there have to be clear differences between the pilot season and Season 1, which is this season.
Season 2, Episode 1. As proven by, if you look under this stream, it says Season 2, Episode 1.
I don't control that. So
I control
the differences are going to be, we have sound effects. So we've added sound effects.
But let's get into this. What precedent do you use to consider it Season 0, since nothing has ever had a Season 0 before?
Because pilot season is itself a name. It doesn't need a number.
But pilot season, the actual term pilot season, is the season of the year in which they make many pilots.
I disagree. I believe I believe that the pilot season is like sort of like a tryout season to see if the show makes it.
But the term pilot season refers to the season of the year where the networks order many pilots so that they can see what they want to turn into shows.
How does that support your argument that it's Season 1?
Because once a show makes more than just the pilot, that is a season. And the first number in
the pilot or the pilot season. Once a show,
no show has a pilot season. That's what I'm saying.
There are pilot seasons.
No, but a pilot season is not. Shows don't have a pilot season. Networks have a pilot season. A time period where they make many pilots.
Isn't Community? Didn't they have a pilot season?
No.
I have to ask Anna. She's the biggest community person on the planet.
Nothing has ever had a pilot season.
Okay. Well, listen. I don't want to talk about
pilots. As I'm trying to explain, pilot season exists, like springtime.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Where they'll make Community the pilot. They'll make Funny Books the Show the pilot.
I got it.
They'll make this the pilot. And then they'll make all these pilots and say, that gets a show, that gets a show, that gets a show. That's pilot season.
What's pirate season? How about if you were a pilot but you only flew like in the summer? That would be pilot season. All right. So anyway, enough nonsense. We have a lot to talk about.
What if
you were a pirate?
What if it was pilot season, where they only made shows about pilots who were pirates?
Don't give all our great ideas away on the show for free. By the way, we'll get to a great idea later on. I hope. I mean, we're already falling behind with our pilot argument. So
anyway, we had a season. That was season 1. This is season 2. Boom.
For now, I will call this season 2. I hate it. Not as much as I hate something coming up soon, because I hate something. Well, I hate to use the word hate. I just used it twice.
I severely dislike the word hate.
I strongly dislike to use the word hate.
Now, we like to talk about things we like on here more than things we don't like.
Yes.
But sometimes something happens where you just can't help it. And
yes.
Steve's got one of those.
So today on ZUNDAY, we'll talk about my vacation/sabbatical.
Oh, wait, before we do that.
Yes.
We never do this, which makes us terrible YouTube people.
Oh, no, what do we do?
That's what we don't do.
Not do.
Like and subscribe. If you're watching this.
So annoying.
It is annoying.
Don't even do it.
Do it. This way, like and subscribe and ring the notifications bell, because this way, when we go live, even you will be informed. You'll get a notification, and you'll be like, "Oh, I forgot. Of course, I want to watch Sunday,
Is
but
that the
I've
way
got
that works?
yeah,
okay.
But I can't remember what's going on at 11 o'clock on a Sunday because I have other more important things. But now that I've liked and subscribed and I've rung the notification bell, now my phone will tell me when they go live, and you'll never miss a Sunday again.
Yeah, and I watched the final episode of season
Next up,
1.
I'm going to make a graphic.
I watched the final episode of season 1, which I hate to say because it was really the pilot season, and this is season 1. But
they would normally say that ZUNDAY went straight to series.
Straight to series. Well, it did have twice as many views as the last time I looked. Now I don't know if it's the same person watching it. Would that be another view?
Maybe.
Is it individual?
I
views?
watch it on repeat.
Yeah.
Every day. I don't know
just
if
to get the views up.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about a big sale we're going to have, and the sale's going to start today, right after Sunday at noon.
Yeah, we were having a little bit of a summer sale drought since Destroy All Sales.
Yep. But this is planned. We're going to talk about what we dislike strongly. I'm not going to give it away yet. We have a huge announcement, but we're running behind. But this is a big announcement, a Funny Books announcement for something very special going on this fall at Funny Books. We'll hopefully get to the comics that are coming out this week and in the weeks ahead.
Yeah.
And all this, plus we'll enjoy a nice ice-cold Yoo-Hoo can today.
Oh, a
Different
can.
pilot season, cans now, no bottles. I mean, season whatever.
Yeah.
And
season
then
2 is can season.
And I even have a new nickname to be revealed today for Kevin the Kid.
For Kevin the Kid.
Brand new nickname. He is now going to be, it's like wrestling. You get a new persona.
Yeah.
I have a whole new nickname. We'll see if he adopts a new persona or if he still keeps to the serial killer persona that he currently uses.
Well, it's funny you say that, Steve.
I know, because the nickname kind of ties in. That's what we were talking about. Okay, so, hey, I brought something back from my sabbatical. I got this from myself.
Ooh.
Since I'm the captain of the Good Ship Funny Books.
He is the captain of the Good Ship.
And I probably look like Weekend at Bernie's at this point.
Well, I'll tell you what you really look like is the skipper.
Well, I did look for a Gilligan's hat. I went several places for a Gilligan's hat.
Oh, really?
I could not find a Gilligan's hat in Florida.
That is both surprising and not surprising at the same time. Surprising because it's it's just
spit it out.
I get it, skipper.
I couldn't wait to do that. You might get hit a couple times.
No, it's a very summery hat, so you think it would be Gilligan notwithstanding.
Yeah.
you'd think it would be available.
No,
but
no.
also it's not surprising because Gilligan's not really a thing anymore. So
Yeah, I know. Some of the people didn't know what I was talking about when I was like, I want a Skipper in a Gilligan hat. They're like, "Who? What the hell is that?"
Nobody knows. Isn't that a shame?
Yeah, and some people knew. Well,
Yeah,
know,
well, yeah.
old people know. Yeah, I got myself this, and you know the sign on top of...
Since we always talk about production things live on camera,
Yeah.
you have to hold your
Oh,
sheet.
okay. Well-
because you stick your head out of frame like this.
Yeah, I know.
It's not.
Bear with me. I'm not a professional at anything.
We just
by the way.
finally got you not to stare at the monitor, and you picked a new thing.
Pilot season, second season thing, you know? Okay, so you know the sign over the Funny Book store?
You know what you should get?
What's that?
You know what you should get?
What's that?
You know those things that like people in band in school, like musicians have that thing that they hold their sheet music on?
Yeah.
You should get one of those things and you
A
could-
stand.
It's, is that what that's called? It doesn't
You think
have
it's complicated?
Well, you don't think like that specific type of stand has a name?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I feel like it does with that.
Well, what else is a stand then?
Well,
if that's
it's a
specific
stand.
name stand, what else is a stand? Describe another kind of a stand.
One that holds different things. That's a specific. Anyway, yeah, you should get that, and then
Yes.
you can keep it low. It can be. It's fine that it's on camera.
I will get a stand.
I think that's a good
I
idea.
will get something. You're right. I should do that. You know the sign on
music
top of
sheet
the Funny
stand.
Books door? Do you know what it says? There's a little
Yes.
sign.
I do know this, but now that I'm on the spot, I'm going to forget it. It says, "Welcome to Paradise."
It does say "Welcome to Paradise." Well, I don't know if you noticed lately, but I brought that back with me from my last sabbatical to Florida, which was in 2022, and that sign is now all faded and stuff. And I found the same display of signs down there that I guess I got this from. And
Bort?
huh?
Simpsons reference.
And it didn't have a "Welcome to Paradise."
Yeah.
And so
Well, good thing we already have one of those. You don't need another
well,
one.
that one's basically warped and
Yeah.
it's horrible. So I have a new sign for us. The best one I thought I could find was, "Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful." How's that?
That's good. Let's see if we can get that on readably. Yep, there we go.
So that's
Life
gonna
doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful.
and that's gonna be the new sign on top of the Funny Books iconic door. If you haven't seen the Funny Books
look,
door,
look at Dottie.
it's just amazing. Dottie's the
She's
best.
she's falling asleep.
I love Dottie. Okay, so I did have a great sabbatical. I appreciate all fans of Funny Books for keeping the good ship afloat and on course while I was...
was that?
No, I'm going to save that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. While I was gone, I appreciate it. I really had a rewarding trip. I'd like to call it the best 3 weeks of my adult life, actually. I mean, it just had everything I needed.
So what happened? What event
Of the rest of my
of
adult
your
life?
no what?
It's just
no,
kind of messy.
no. What event in your childhood
Yeah,
life
yeah.
beats this? Because to make it
For
not
3 weeks, 3 weeks in a row.
because you're not saying
Yeah.
the best 3 weeks of your life. It's the best 3 weeks of your adult life, which means something in your childhood beat
Yeah,
this
yeah.
out.
Well, I don't know if I had a consistent 3 weeks in my childhood.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be 3 weeks. Just has to be an event or time period.
Yeah, I mean, just being a kid and going on vacation with my parents and
Yeah.
going down the shore with my parents, stuff like that, the family, stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, I had some great times playing lacrosse in my lifetime. Some of the best times.
yeah.
But this was really came at the right time. Very relaxing. I had good company, as you know. Sideshow Steve.
Steve, yeah.
Came up here for the Funny Books Olympics.
You
which
guys
was before I
saw
left.
Sideshow Steve at the Funny Books Olympics.
Yes.
He came up for the Funny Books Olympics, and then they left.
Yes.
straight from there.
Yes, and we drove down together after going to Great Adventure and everything.
I've been trying to think, and I haven't been able to come up with an answer for this, but we need a better word for sabbatical. Like we need to.
Well, the thing is, vacation and sabbatical are slightly different.
Right, but a Funny Books sabbatical should be like
A sabbatical?
like something like not that. 'cause
I don't
that's
need
not
to
good.
involve Funny Books in my sabbatical.
Right, but it doesn't need to be Funny Books specific.
Yeah.
But here at Funny Books, we have ZUNDAY.
Yes.
We have, like just the word sabbatical. It's too.
Sabbatical.
It's gonna be if I go on sabbatical.
Yeah, you
Then it
got to
can
go
be-
on sabbatical.
Yeah. I do need to go on
but
sabbatical.
speaking of, Funny Books shouldn't be involved in my sabbatical. I actually probably did something for Funny Books every single day down there. I'm an early riser. There seems to be something every day to do in the morning. So I would log in from down there.
Is it sleep? Because that's what I do.
No, I'd get up early, log in, get the Funny Books work done, and then I'd have my day to kind of do what I wanted, which for me was a lot of like, being on the beach, swimming in the ocean, running on the beach, that type of thing, tiki bar, and then hanging on the balcony on the condo, which was just beautiful. And I spent way more time up there than I thought I would. I thought I'd be outside more. But after, towards the end of the vacation, I switched to sabbatical. Steve left, and I had some time to do some creative work, and it was actually a very rewarding part of my trip.
Yeah.
I could tell you what I did. First of all, I wrote and came up with the theme song for ZUNDAY. And I think it's right on the money. It's perfect for ZUNDAY. It has a lot of Funny Books callbacks from the past. Now we just have to figure out how to record it and do hopefully a video.
Oh well, if we can get it recorded, we can get a video.
I actually brought down with me Action Figure Kingdom, as you know, in a couple weeks. Action Figure Kingdom 16 will be available. I am just putting the finishing touches on this. It's 16 pages. I don't want to talk too much about Action Figure Kingdom today, but it does begin a 5-part story. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, 100 pages.
By the way, Mr. Twisted here.
That's my brother.
Oh, is it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He says there's a pilot episode, but there is no pilot season. That's called the first season. Brother Joe on Ziggy's side.
Okay, well, Joe is very smart. Apparently, my sister is the smartest.
Hello, do you guys interact with chat?
Who said that?
It's Joe. Sorry. The thing is, Joe, and everybody,
we're trained not to look at the monitor.
I used to have the monitor in front of us so that I can see the chat and control things without having to be like this all the time. But that unfortunately led Steve to just stare at the monitor instead of the camera. So he was always looking down, being like, hello, everyone. How are you? This is blah, 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 blah. So I had to move it to the side. And now I'm not seeing the chat in real time. So I do try to look over and...
I love your imitation of me. Hello, everyone. How are you? Blah, 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 blah.
You forgot this part.
Yeah, this part. So, but we might have a solution because I actually can't see the monitor with these sunglasses on. I'm only wearing these today because I'm Sunny Steve, and I would not normally wear.
Are you saying you can't see that?
It's not that great. Yeah, I can adjust my hat there. There's the camera.
Yeah.
Get it away from me. All right, so speaking of Action Figure Kingdom,
put a notification on so when someone chat, it goes.
Good idea.
I don't know if we have that option.
Hey Ziggy, speaking of sound effects, how about honking if you like comics? We didn't practice that or plan it. So I also brought down with me the script to Action Figure Kingdom.
By the way, you didn't mention the biggest difference between season 1 and season 2 of ZUNDAY.
We're sitting in the same spots.
That's not.
We were going to sit in different spots.
No.
I give up.
Or
what is it?
wait, or did you now?
The sound effects?
Yeah. Did you mention it?
Yeah. Pay attention to our show.
I told you my brain doesn't work.
Great T-shirt for you. My brain doesn't work.
My brain doesn't work.
Maybe my sister-in-law could get on that one. My brain doesn't work for Ziggy. What size are you?
Two.
Two what?
Large.
2X right now? Okay, so that's ridiculous. No. All right, so while I was down there really quickly, I did lay out the 20-page Action Figure Kingdom 17. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. I would get up in the morning, do the funny book stuff. I'd go over to sit on the couch. I'm rewatching Cobra Kai, and I would just work on a clipboard and do the layouts.
Yeah.
20 pages, it's done. I scanned them already, and now I'm going to put them in and do the lettering, and then I'm going to start drawing that as soon as possible, and I'd like to have 17 out this winter, I'd say, December maybe. Also, I had Kevin the Kid, new nickname coming this episode of ZUNDAY, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I had him send me a package of Action Figure Kingdom 1 through 4 because I didn't bring them down with me. When I got down there, I realized this would be a good opportunity to rewrite 1 through 4, which I need to do for the color versions because Acrobot's origin is changing slightly. And also, just to update in general, Action Figure Kingdom is going to be 17 issues soon. And, some of the early stuff I just wanted to rewrite my current writing skills, let's say, okay? And then also while I was down there creatively, I was writing a shark movie. And
What's it called?
Well...
Or are we not giving that away
I don't think we're going to give the name away on this broadcast. But Sideshow Steve and actually Sideshow Steve came up with the concept. When we were talking about going to Florida, Sideshow Steve one night says, what if you go in the ocean with the keys to the condo and get eaten by a shark? How am I going to get back in?
Very likely scenario.
Yes. And also, I don't even know who you're getting this condo from. What am I going to do? I don't have anything down there. And this idea turned into this shark movie.
Oh! Whoa!
Are we sideways?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we're this way. We always do it the wrong way. Okay, hold on. We're sideways. Sideways segment.
Sideways segment. There we go.
Dottie is just chilling. So anyway, this ridiculous.
Let's call the time. 11:22.
Wow, we're 11:22.
11:22.
Okay.
Sideways segment.
So this kind of ridiculous thing turned into this pretty awesome shark movie that Steve and I came up with the whole thing basically on that balcony of that condo. We discussed it all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to Steve that I did go on my own a little bit and write a little more than we both anticipated. But
that's right. The movie's going to be good. The lawsuit's going to be even better.
But I got to say, it was one of the best parts of my vacation was writing this movie. Writing is so much fun because you're coming up with stuff out of nowhere, and it's just I don't know how people teach writing, but it's a lot of fun. And I'll tell you, doing the layouts is fun too. But writing is the most fun. The drawing of the comic book, that's the worst part. It's just grueling. It's like being a dentist. But all that other stuff is creative. Dentist. Yeah. Speaking of...
Wait, do you think being a dentist... Isn't being at the dentist...
No. It's like... It's just like you're, It's drawing is like being a dentist. You just have this tool and you're just... It's methodical. It's not creative. Anyway,
I'm trying to think about a dentist that gets creative.
Now, I do have a souvenir for Ziggy,
Ooh.
And it's sort of related to what we were just talking about, which was...
My brain doesn't work. Oh. Wow. Are these the right size for me?
There was only one size.
Perfect. That's the best size. Only one size.
Yes.
These are foamy shark slip-on things.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought you could wear them. I know you go to Asbury Park occasionally, and
I would definitely never wear these at Asbury Park.
No.
But I might wear them around the house.
Around the house, okay.
Yeah.
Around the house, that's cool. Yes. So there you go. Those are your.
These are neat.
That's your souvenir from Florida. And lastly, on my vacation,
sometimes I need to just run outside, and I don't have anything to just slip on my feet. So this works.
Now you do. Yep.
Also, this is how I'm doing the rest of the show.
Yes. Clap your hands with them.
I'm just worried. Now I'm just worried about the Yoo-hoo segment.
Oh yeah, well it's we'll do that at 11:30.
Yeah.
Which is live.
How am I supposed to hold my Yoo-hoo?
Put them on your feet. Try them on.
I'm not taking my shoes off.
Okay. So on my vacation, towards the end of it, I was by the pool instead of the ocean, and I
Joe pointed out that we were sideways.
Oh
but
yeah.
Joe,
he must be behind.
Yeah, Joe. Well, first of all, I have no idea when he sent that.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't look.
Right.
But just so you know, Joe, and everybody else watching who hasn't seen it before, there's always a point at some point in the show where the camera goes sideways. It's just something about
Yeah, we don't know why.
the app, the website that we use to transfer from my phone, which is what we're using as a camera, to the computer so that we can broadcast out to you guys. For whatever reason, at a certain point in time, it switches to portrait.
Yes.
And since the phone is in landscape, we end up sideways.
Yes.
And we have to turn the phone up and then back
Yeah,
again.
the phone doesn't actually move. It's just the video changes.
The video changes.
Yeah.
It's the funniest thing.
Yeah.
We
We
are
call it sideways segment.
sideways segment. It's the only reason why. It's my only argument against
Getting a webcam.
getting a webcam.
Yeah, because it's fun.
Because it's fun. But we probably eventually we plan on having an actual real webcam. It'll improve the video
Yes.
quality. It'll improve everything.
Yes.
But that hat, I love it.
My hat?
Yeah, it's great. I was looking at it.
Yeah.
From there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's fantastic.
So while I was down there, I did get a chance to finally read Ed Brubaker's Where the Body Was, which is an original hardcover. It was never a comic book. Brubaker and Phillips, you know, I mean, there's no one who can touch them currently in comics. They have switched to the original hardcover market. They haven't done a comic in a while.
Yep.
And they did 5
It
Reckless
seems to be working out for them.
Yeah, oh, they're great. They did 5 Reckless hardcovers. They're all great. Then they did one called Night Fever, which was great. And then they did this Where the Body Was, which came out in January this year. And I've been saving it for the right time.
And there's a new one on the horizon.
Yes, there is. The new one is good. Well, let me just talk about reading this one.
Yeah.
So I waited to special time to read it. I don't have any problem with that. In fact, I haven't seen the new season of Cobra Kai yet, my favorite show, and it's been out for a couple weeks. But I want to wait until I can really enjoy it. So I'm rewatching the old season, enjoying that, and I'm patient with stuff like that.
I'm watching Cobra Kai, but I'm not binging it. I've watched like 3 episodes.
Yes.
Every night or two. Every like other night or so.
Of the new season.
The new season.
Okay,
Every
yeah.
other night or so I'll watch 1 episode.
Yeah.
I'm not forcing
I
my way
can't
through it.
wait. I'm going to savor that. Just like I savored this. This was excellent. Way different than the other Brubaker. You read this, right?
I did.
It's kind of like a slice of life in this small town with different characters.
With murder.
With there's a I'm not going to say that.
Well, you can tell I'm not spoilering anything. Like it's called Where the Body
Are you
Was.
sure you read it?
I did read it. Yeah. But you know.
Yeah. So anyway, I really enjoyed it. It's just great. The combination of these two. It's hard to describe this book, but it's just it's kind of like a slice of life. There's a body at some point, but it's really about this small town and this guy who's like pretending to be a cop because he's got his father's cop badge that he steals out of the coffin, and you know, and it builds on that. It's also about a girl in the neighborhood, like the neighborhood watch girl and the homeless guy behind the store. It was great. Anyway, I read it, and I'm not too worried because I'll have a new one soon because Brubaker and Phillips are doing this new book called Houses of the Unholy, and that it will be out in just 2 weeks, August 14th, which is less than 2 weeks. I'm not sure what today is. Let's see. It's just the 4th, 10 days basically. I think today's the 4th.
And there's one thing you'll always know at Funny Books. At Funny Books, it's okay if you miss last call on the upcoming Brubaker Phillips book.
Yeah, you can miss that.
Because we will always have plenty.
Yeah, I mean that's
we make sure we are stocked to the gills
Yeah.
because we know they're good.
That's an easy sale. By the way, when I came back, the Fatale compendium was on the shelf. It must have come out while I was away.
It did, yeah.
That book is going to be incredible for anyone who wants to read something.
Fatale is a
great
story.
Yeah.
Came out a number of years ago. Brubaker Phillips. It was originally as a series.
Yeah.
Then it was collected into
7 volumes.
Was it 7 volumes? I thought it was 6, but 7 volumes. And now they made it into 1 book. You get the full story.
Yeah.
You got it. If you haven't read it, you got to get it.
And when they make Killer Be Killed like that, 4 volumes into 1, holy smokes. That's going to be the easier to sell than anything of all time. That's the best. I love that book.
Every time somebody comes in here looking for something to read, we're like, you got to read Killer Be Killed. And every time they just get volume 1, they immediately
you have to
are like,
get it.
I need volume 2.
Yes, and Pulp. Well, anyway, I got home Monday night. I left Florida 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
I drove straight to New Jersey by myself. 17 and a half hours. Only stopping for gas and bathroom breaks. I had food with me. You know, once I got to Once I got to Virginia, it was early enough too early to stop. I planned to stop in North Carolina, but I left so early. I got to North Carolina so early, I couldn't stop. What am I going to do all night in a hotel room by myself, other than last call, which I missed that night, by the way, because I was planning on doing it when I stayed in the hotel, but I never did. So anyway, then I was like, if I can get to Baltimore,
We're never receiving any comics again.
no, it was only the Diamond last
Yeah.
call, and I'm working on it. It's almost done. Anyway, I said if I can just get to Baltimore, because ZIggy and I go to Baltimore comic book convention a lot of times. Not this
Or as
year,
they say on The Wire, Baltimore.
Baltimore. But this year we won't be going because Kevin the Kid is actually going to be in Texas when Baltimore Comic Con happens, so we
Right.
can't go.
Right.
Because I was going to say we go. So I said if I can get to Baltimore, I know just how far that is, 3.5, 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I can make it to Jersey by 11 to midnight. I was on a roll. I wasn't tired. I had almond joys. I was eating almond joys the whole time.
Ugh.
I was just freaking cruising on almond joys.
This whole thing sounds
And I pulled into my apartment, and I walked into my apartment at 11:30 at night. 17 and a half hours later.
Yeah.
Did
Did you pass out immediately?
No, I couldn't because the inertia of that trip
Yeah.
on my body, when I got home, my whole body was vibrating so badly that when I sat on my couch, I thought I was going to phase through it to the guy downstairs next underneath.
Yeah.
Because I was like, so, it took me like 3 hours and a glass of scotch
To
to be able to sleep.
Yeah.
But I was watching Big Brother, catching up on Big Brother.
Big Brother's been awesome.
Listen, oh my God.
I don't know who out there
yeah.
watches Big Brother, but oh my God.
Believe it or not, it segues right into this, but let's do a Yoo-Hoo.
Oh, yes.
Look
Listen,
at this.
Just to talk about Big Brother.
By the way,
real quick.
I before I left for Florida,
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I was going to get Jersey Mike's on the way down for Steve and I.
Yeah.
Which is a whole nother story because the very beginning of our trip, I left Steve to order the Jersey Mike's, right?
Right.
I left here. He was staying at the Holiday Inn in Parsippany.
Right.
We drove towards the Jersey Mike's in Parsippany when I found out he ordered them from Booton. Very first thing on the ride down. You had to go the opposite direction.
You know what I did? Just this week?
What?
I'm coming home from the day job on the bus, and this was on Tuesday, which was like National Guacamole Day or something like that, or Avocado Day, whatever it was. So Chipotle had free guac, right?
Yes.
But you had to order you couldn't go in, you had to order from the app and use the code,
Of
and then you
course.
get free op.
Yes.
Free guac. Guac.
Guacamole.
You get
Sounds
free,
disgusting.
I know. You get free guac. So I ordered it, and then immediately realized I ordered from the Chipotle in the city.
Oh,
Yeah. I was like, oh no.
Is that your one shot at ordering it?
Well, no, but
I mean, could you order it again?
yeah, but then I'd be paying. I wouldn't be.
Oh,
getting
you
free.
paid for it.
Yeah, you paid for it.
Oh, so did you get on the train?
I immediately went to the support thing. I was like, please, cancel this order.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. As soon as I hit send,
Please
I was
cancel
like,
my guacamole.
What?
Check this packing job out.
oh, look, you need to hold it. You need to hold it this way
Why? Oh, Z for Sunday.
for Sunday.
Not too bad.
Huh?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So, like I said, cans this time of Yoo-Hoo.
We should each have 2 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we should Stone Cold Steve Austin it.
Oh, Dottie just kind of woke up a little bit. Hey, Dottie, you want to sit up here? Here you go. Here.
She's gonna jump down.
How about right here? You like that? Right in front of. Look at that. You're such a good girl. Here.
She looks like she's a monster. She's a kaiju next to Funny Books. Because she's
How about
next
this?
to Mini Books.
So, speaking of Big Brother.
Wait.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Where's my Yoo-Hoo?
Shake it. That's pretty good.
It's going to fizz a little bit.
A little bit.
The cans fizz.
Because even if they don't have carbonation, they still have pressure.
ZUNDAY is not yet sponsored by Yoo-Hoo, but we're trying our
Unofficially
best.
sponsored by Yoo-Hoo.
Someday Yoo-Hoo will come to us and ask us to sponsor ZUNDAY.
Oh, God, that's so good.
The cans are better.
Well, the Yoo-hoo is good no matter what.
That is so much better than the bottle. It's a completely different experience. It's like Pabst Blue Ribbon. You get a can of that over a bottle. It's just a nice
I've
can.
never seen it in a bottle.
They have it in a bottle.
It's also terrible no matter what you drink it in.
Oh, come on. An ice cold can of PBR, it's summer heaven. The only thing better than that is Miller High Life.
High Life is good. PBR not.
All right, now listen. We just talked about
what
Big
cheap, terrible beer do you like?
A lot of them. So anyway, how about
Tell us in the comments.
Schlitz,
Schlitz, that's
right?
Yeah.
Schaefer. So listen, we were talking about Big Brother, and there's a woman on there, Angela,
She
who is a complete nightmare.
insane person.
Insane, yeah. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I dislike her more or the Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom announcement, which I can't tell you how
Steve
much I dislike it.
Severely dislikes it.
It almost ruined my sabbatical, if that's what we're calling it.
It's got to be something other than a sabbatical. It can't be a sabbatical if I'm not there.
Oh, right. Well, it was.
Well, it could be a sabbatical because it's a sabbatical from ZUNDAY.
Now, listen. My opinion on this: look, first of all, they shouldn't have killed Iron Man in the first place.
Yes, they should have.
No, they shouldn't have.
Yes,
they
they
should have
should
done Dark Knight Returns ending where he fakes his death and he winds up on the planet where Thanos was collecting the wood. That's my opinion. Also, by
Absolutely
the way, spoiler warning. By the way, Anna said house ending.
House, like the
House, the show House.
I don't know what the house ending was.
Faked his death.
Did he?
Yeah. Now you know. Sorry, everybody. It ended a long time ago.
Yeah. No, I don't care.
The statute of limitations.
I can't
on that
watch
spoiler
House.
warning.
First of all, the character's super annoying. Second of all, I can't watch medical shows.
Oh.
Too much gross stuff happens.
Yeah, I liked it for a while, but I never got to the end. So anyway, if you want to, they shouldn't have killed Iron Man.
Yes, they should have killed Iron
There's
Man.
been enough time now between movies where he would have wanted to come back anyway as Iron Man. And by the way, Chris Evans probably wants to come back. It's been that long. So anyway, having Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Here's who should be playing Doctor Doom. Cillian Murphy should be Doctor Doom. He's perfect.
Which one's that?
He's the guy from Oppenheimer. He should be Doctor Doom.
The Scarecrow?
Yeah, he should be Doctor
That
Doom.
guy's overrated.
No, he's not.
He's overrated.
Anyway,
people think he's so amazing and stuff.
how are you going to
Pinky
explain
Blinders?
that Doctor Doom looks like Tony Stark? People are tired of the multiverse. Marvel is somehow leaning into it. I'm not a hater, but I was very excited. I'm excited for Captain America. I was really excited for the new Avengers movie, and of course, I'm excited for Fantastic Four.
You know.
But
What
I
bugs
got
me
a
about
major
Captain
problem with this.
America?
I don't know Ziggy's opinion on this, so we're gonna find out.
You know what bugs me about Captain America?
Yes.
I think it looks really good. They shouldn't have spoiled the Red Hulk in the trailer.
Oh, I
I
didn't
hate
see the trailer.
Yeah.
You just spoiled it for me.
It was just in the trailer. I take no responsibility for things that they put in the trailer. And they put the Red Hulk in the trailer.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he have a mustache?
Well, no, because Thunderbolt Ross doesn't have a mustache.
In the
in the
MCU.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, he did,
Okay.
but so, as you may or may not know, because the old actor passed away,
Right.
got-
Yes.
Harrison Ford
was
is in the new Captain America
was
movie.
that William Hurt?
William Hurt, yeah.
Yeah.
And Harrison Ford is taking over in the role of Thunderbolt Ross for the new Captain America movie, and then they show him as the Red Hulk in the trailer. Like
Yeah.
it was just like when they spoiled Spider-Man being in Civil War
Right.
in the trailer.
Yeah.
Like, let people have that, holy S moment. We don't swear here on that.
So, what is your opinion on the Robert Downey Jr. thing? I don't even know. We haven't talked about it.
I'm not excited. I don't hate it and I don't like it. I'm very unopinionated.
I hate it enough for the both of us. I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
dislike it.
It's not the choice I would have made. I would have wanted them to let Doctor Doom stand
If
on his
Robert
own
Downey
as a character.
Jr. wants to come back, be
But-
Iron Man. And you know he's going to be
But
Iron Man
they,
too. If he's there, he's going to be Iron Man too.
Yeah, but at the same time,
So upset.
if they're able to, make something good out of it, then what do I care?
This Yugo is making me feel a little better.
It's not the choice. It's not what I would have chosen. I think you're better off letting Doctor Doom be his own character, not have any of that baggage of the fact that it's Tony Stark. But, if it's cool, it's cool. I haven't. Oh, shit. I just said we don't curse on Sunday.
Did I curse?
Yes.
Oops. You have to bleep that out later. What time are we at?
We are at 11:40. I'm seeing news in from our man on the street, brother Joe.
Oh yeah.
The show should be called ZUNDAY Fun Day.
Thanks for watching, brother.
Much more catchy name, and it really makes sense. He is a Tony, and then he says he is a Tony Stark variant. He is not Victor Von Doom. I think they've said he's going to be Victor Von Doom, but
I hate it.
Presumably, that version of Victor Von Doom is going to be a Tony Stark.
Are you the one that
variant.
said hated it yesterday?
Yesterday?
Oh no, it was Twin. Twin came in. It was like hated. It's from In Living Color.
From In Living Color. Yeah.
All right, so you want to get off of that and do our big announcement?
Big announcement. Let's get to it. Try to end on time.
I got the remember that? Remember the term? Never mind.
What term?
I forget the name of it. All right, here we go. On the way down, driving down to Florida, by the way, oh my God, our nav takes us off 95, Sideshow Steve and I.
Yeah.
We wind up like going through Washington, D.C., and there's a Nationals game, a home game. We were stuck in the worst traffic. There was
You know what we should call this? ZUNDAY Tangents.
there was two instances of bad construction where it was down to one lane. There were two storms on the way down. Yeah. Somehow our nav kept taking us off of 95. On the way up, it kept trying to do that too, and I didn't listen to it. I stayed on, but the ride down was a little hairy. But we did get a phone call on the way down from one Amanda Connor.
Amanda Connor.
Which was kind of like, I want to say Stephen Dippity, because I was with Sideshow, well, it's Valerie's term for things that happen around here or around me. I don't want to overuse it, but because
don't we usually just call that the show?
It's the show.
In an upcoming episode of ZUNDAY,
we will talk about the show.
We are going to explain the show.
Yes, the show, the Funny Book Show, currently in its 32nd season. So anyway, it was cool because I was with Sideshow Steve, and Amanda called, and we discussed Amanda coming back for her Funny Rama commitment, which she missed back in 2022.
2022, we had a Funny Rama. It was a great event.
Yep.
Fantastic event.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda was our guest of honor.
Yep.
She couldn't make it because she got COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And she and Jimmy were able to join us via Zoom, and we were still able to interview them, which was excellent. That we were still able to do that. But we still had the promised appearance of Amanda.
Yes.
And we plan to keep that promise.
Yes.
So we've been trying to figure that out ever since.
Yes. So I had a preliminary call with Amanda about, or I left a message with her actually, and she has decided that she will be coming back. She is coming back to New York Comic Con anyway, and so that starts on Thursday. Let's see, the 17th, I think, of October.
Right. So let me ask you a question, Steve. Now, Amanda originally agreed to come and appear at Funny Rama.
Yes.
Are we going to be able to keep that promise?
We are going to be able to keep that promise.
You don't say.
I do say, yes.
Because what is this big announcement you have?
Well, my big announcement is, there shall be another Funny Rama.
Woo!
Yes. We will be having Funny Rama 6, Bride of Funny Rama 5, It's Alive. Right. On Sunday.
If you remember, the last one was called Funny Rama 5, It's Alive.
Yeah, so this will be Funny Rama 6, Bride of Funny Rama 5.
Don't eat that, Dottie.
It's Alive. Hey, away from the cord. On Sunday, October 13th, and that's the Sunday before New York Comic Con.
Yes.
So Amanda's going to come here. She's going to do Funny-Rama, and then she'll have only a short week to kill before New York Comic Con starts on Thursday. And if you miss her at Funny-Rama, you can go to New York Comic Con and see her there if you have tickets. I mean, so that's the big announcement.
Her appearance at Funny-Rama is going to be way better.
So it's a good thing I got the vacation/sabbatical in. Because there is a lot of work to do. That is basically 2 months away. That's 2 months away. So this date is tentative upon the hall being available, which I will take care of this week. And then we're going to start to have our Funny-Rama Zoom meetings on Monday nights again. Me, Ziggy, Sideshow Steve, Christerical, and hopefully Jester from the Wester, Jeff Sugal. And then we'll put this together. Luckily, we do have some leftover events from the last Funny-Rama that we didn't get to.
Yep.
And I already wrote a couple jokes for the monologue. Well, jokes, my jokes. And I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of work, but I'm very excited. And we'll see everyone on October 13th. And we'll talk about it on Sundays going forward. We'll have more information.
Since this is Funny-Rama 6, Bride of Funny-Rama 5, it's alive, will we be seeing the return of Funny Books 5 host Frank and Steve?
Frank and Steve, well, we're in the conceptual process currently of the whole thing. But that was thanks to Jade, the makeup. I have spoken with Jade.
Or will Steve be running around with that Bride of Frankenstein wig?
It's extremely possible. We'll see. You'll have to wait. You'll have to come to Funny-Rama to find out. Now, listen, but as far as tickets and honoring the last tickets to the last Funny-Rama, we will honor the tickets to the previous Funny-Rama. And then we'll see. People are going to have to kind of like check in with those tickets to get new tickets. And then we'll see what we have left.
We should have record of it.
Yeah, but I mean, people are going to have to bring in their tickets, and we're going to have to confirm who's definitely going so we could sell additional tickets, because we were at full capacity last time.
Right.
So we have a lot of work to do, but we're going to bring you an awesome Funny-Rama, October 13th. I love the date, 13, Halloweenish.
Yep.
13, Friday the 13th. We all know. Okay.
Scotty, leave it alone.
What time we got?
It is 11:47.
Shoot, 13 minutes. Okay. Let's talk about, do you know what time it is? Oh, I just asked you that.
Oh, that's true.
What time is it?
It's time to climb.
It's time to climb, because today at noon we will begin the summer reading sale, the Funny Book Summer Reading Sale, also known as Ladders.
Oh.
Ladders. Ladders, everybody.
We expect you to, when you come in, to say, what do you sell here? Ladders?
Yes. I had a sign. I do not know where I put it. So anyway, ladders will begin today. Usually we have ladders every July. But because this year we did a no frills July, because I was gone for a lot of the month, we decided to move. Not only that, we did the Olympics.
It was our summer sales drought.
Yes. Well, we did the Olympics, and we had Destroy All Sales in June.
Destroy All Sales was huge.
So July was kind of on its own, but now Ladders has been moved to August. And Ladders begins today. Ladders is when you buy any 2 graphic novels in the store. I think it's like $12.99 and up. You get 10% off one, 20% off another. You can go to a third graphic novel, 30% off your third. A fourth would be 40% off, and then you could add a 5th graphic novel for 50% off. That's half off. Highest discount on the lowest price. But
just keeping us from going offline.
Yeah,
the cat
she's chewing
wires.
on the wire. So Ladders begins today. It's a really popular funny book sale.
Everybody loves Ladders.
It's fun, and it's and of course you walk into the store during Ladders, and you always say, "What do you sell here? Ladders?"
Yeah.
So if you are coming into the store today, make sure when you come in you say, "What do you sell here? Ladders?" And then look around and maybe put a ladder together.
And I'm happy to help you put together the best possible ladders. I love putting ladders together.
Yes. Ziggy makes good ladders. Keep your prices the same for the best deal. No signage today for ladders, but ladders will begin today. We'll have the signs up on New Comic Day. And let's do really quickly this week on the Hub.
On ZUNDAY, we don't need signs. We just exude sales.
We will need signs at some point. There is a sign. I don't know what he did with the ladder sign. But anyway, let's... I think we're running out of time.
Yeah.
What time is it?
We have 10
Time
minutes.
to climb. Okay, do you think we have time for last call and top 10?
We have time to get through it if we
Okay.
do it.
So this week on
No tangents.
This week on Comic Hub, this is the boring part for people that aren't into comic books. This is going to be about comic books.
Yeah.
This isn't about funny books. This isn't about Zabbatical. This isn't about stupid Robert Downey Jr. This isn't about Angela from Big Brother. This isn't about Ziggy's shark slippers. This is about Dottie.
This isn't about Dottie.
This isn't about Yoo-Hoo. This is about comics, which is the bread and butter of funny books.
Right. So on last call this week, which means last call, this is the books that we have up for order this week.
Yes.
So if you want to guarantee you get something, you order it on last call.
Yes. Now, what we're talking about is the Funny Books Comic Hub customer portal, which you can get to by going to funnyrama.com, and then there's a blue button that says Customer Portal. This is a way that you can pre-reserve any comics headed our way. There's a couple features that you do on there, but basically when you go there, you go to Coming Soon, and then you'll scroll down. The two sections you want to specifically pay attention to are Last Call, which is comics that are due out in about 3 to 4 weeks, and Next Wednesday, which is actually based on the stuff we are bringing in this week. You could also just search your favorite artist, writer, publisher, anything there, and order whatever you want. As soon as it's listed and available, you can order it. We get the order, we place it for you, and you get it when it comes in. You get an email with the picture and everything.
That's right.
So Last Call this week, I picked a couple specialty things.
All right.
I'm going to start.
You start.
Because something like this Mark Spears Monsters,
Right.
which is just an independent comic book by Keen Spot.
Publisher Keen Spot.
Yeah, now we don't order a lot of Keen Spot. This looked interesting to me. I haven't decided whether I'm ordering it or not. But there are a lot of covers.
A lot of different covers.
Yeah, it's kind of like a old Famous Monsters of Filmland look to it, right? So it looks kind of cool.
When you do Last Call, you can choose specifically which covers you want.
Yes.
And there are things that we're not going to order that every cover to have on the shelf. So if you want to choose what cover you want, you're better off getting it from Last Call.
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting like Ultimate Spider-Man, you don't need to do Last Call. But if you want to take a look at all these different specialty things that are on Last Call this week, then that's and if you're very specific about your covers, that's when you want to do Last Call. So this Mark Spears Monsters book, take a look. I don't even know if we're ordering it, but
we will order it if you order on Last Call.
Yes, and I might order a couple. Okay, next.
Next is Dazzler #1. We're in the middle of that big X-Men relaunch. They're doing a bunch of new series. Not only are they doing the team books, but a lot of individual characters are getting their own books, including Dazzler.
Yeah, and Dazzler was kind of a joke character when she first came out, but she's become kind of like kitschy, and there's rumors attached, of course, of Taylor Swift playing her in a movie. I didn't see Deadpool yet, so I don't know.
I saw Deadpool, and I will just tell you that Taylor Swift does not play Dazzler.
Okay, that's good enough for me.
By the way, I saw Deadpool. It was awesome. I loved it. It was my favorite movie in a long time.
Okay.
It was so good.
That's great. That's great.
It was hilarious. It was, I don't want to say anything specific.
Was it better than the dumb commercial with the beer?
Yes.
Good. Okay, also, what if Donald Duck became Thor?
And that's not just a comic. That's a question about life. Right?
How does he become Thor? Does he walk a long way and his feet are Thor? And then there's a... go ahead. You can
was it Marvel Zombies, Dawn of Decay, #1, a new Marvel Zombies.
Yeah, there's a new virus.
Good.
And this involves Groot specifically. I know.
Really?
He gets the zombie virus.
All right.
And I'm a big Marvel Zombie fan ever since the original Robert Kirkman. Sean Phillips, by the way. Sean Phillips drew that. No wonder that was so good, right?
It was great.
Robert Kirkman and Sean Phillips. That's a pretty stellar team. Also, this week on Last Call is the all new collector's edition number 56 facsimile edition, which is more commonly known as Superman versus Muhammad Ali.
Yep. And this is a treasury size.
Yeah,
one.
it's like the Neil Adams Batman one. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's going to be like this.
Look at the size of this comic.
Yes.
Look at the size. So the cover price on this is $14.99, but
yeah,
look at what you're getting for it.
And it's an old-time classic. Look at the wraparound cover.
Ooh.
Open that up. Neil Adams cover.
It's like a poster.
This also has a cover A wraparound by Neil Adams. You could also order the foil for $2 more at $16.99. And there's a blank in case you want to draw your home Muhammad Ali.
Can you imagine getting a piece of original artwork on that?
That's awesome. That would be cool. $15.99 for the blank.
Yeah.
Next is
the Transformers #1, 40th anniversary edition. This is the original Marvel.
Yes.
Transformers #1. They did a 4-issue miniseries before doing
Right.
their ongoing series, and this is being published by Image, by Skybound, who are doing the current Transformers book, which is awesome.
Yeah, Ziggy loves that book. Yeah, so this is a newsprint edition of the original issue. And also on last call is Universal Monsters Frankenstein #1, which will be...
Also by Skybound.
Also by
Robert
Sky.
Kirkman.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. They've done Dracula. They're doing Creature. Now Frankenstein. They're probably going to get to all the Universal Monsters with good creative teams. And also, I would imagine they'll do an ensemble at some point. And also, Funnyrama will have a Frankenstein theme, so
Yeah.
we love Frankenstein.
And now the top 10 books coming in this Wednesday.
Yes.
We're going to get through this really fast because we only have 4 minutes left
Right.
before we have to...
And you could order these on the hub. Get on. By the way, last call is do it by tonight.
Yep.
I'm going to do mine tomorrow morning when I get up. Next Wednesday, do it as soon as you can because Ziggy is going to start processing next Wednesday today. He'll be doing the DC and the Image today. So the sooner you get the order in, the better it is for us, basically,
Yes.
right? Okay, the top 10 on sale this Wednesday.
And also that stuff is first come, first serve. So
Right.
you want to get it in as
Right.
early as possible.
This is upcoming Wednesday, August 7th, new this week, and the top 10. Let's do it.
Starting with Spider-Man Reign 2, #2. This is the Old Man Peter storyline, very Dark Knight Returns, but for Spider-Man. They did the series a number of years ago at this point, and now they're doing the sequel. And then this one, Old Man Peter returns to the past. Very
Yes, and number 8, tied for 9 or 8,
Yeah.
is the new Blood Hunters #1. It comes in the aftermath of Blood Hunt, which has been really popular here.
Very good.
It stars Dagger, Elsa Bloodstone, White Widow, and Hallows Eve, and that is on sale this Wednesday.
Then also tied for 8th is Spectacular Spider-Man #6. This is the new ongoing series that stars both Peter and Miles as Spider-Man teaming up.
Yes.
It's written by Greg Weisman, who, if you're a fan of cartoons and animation, he's the guy behind the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon, the Young Justice, which is one of the best DC cartoons ever made. He also is the creator of Gargoyles.
Okay.
So he's writing this book. It's been very good, and a Funny Book's favorite villain has been featured in it, Arcade.
Arcade's in it,
So
yes.
that's very cool.
Yes. And then the next thing is Spider-Man Black Suit and Blood. Can you believe it? It's the 40th anniversary of the black costume.
Wow.
Holy smokes. So this is going to be one of those limited palette books. It's going to be obviously black, white, and red. Yes.
And then number 6 brings us to Venom War #1. Venom War is the new Venom event crossover storyline. And in this, it's Eddie Brock, who is a Venom, versus his son Dylan Brock, who I believe is also a Venom.
Yes.
There's many Venoms.
Yes, this is going to be a 5-issue series. It begins on Wednesday. Oh,
Hey, girl.
squeaking. Here, I got you. Who's that outside?
We got 2 minutes.
Okay, so the number 5 title at Funny Books this week is Avengers 17. It comes in the aftermath of Blood Hunt and House of X. It begins an all-new arc, a new roster.
Yep.
And, Avengers new rosters are always fun. And it's written by Jed McKay, who is really growing
Blood Hunt,
in
yeah.
popular.
And then number 4 is Gotham City Sirens, #1 of 4. It's a new series. That's always been, Gotham City Sirens has always been a team up of Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and Harley Quinn. And they're doing a new series.
Yes.
Should be cool.
Number 3 this week at Funny Books will be the new Batman 151, written by Chip Zdarsky. It's an absolute power tie-in. I believe it's going to involve Batman and Catwoman working together to steal something from Amanda Waller.
Yes. Speaking of Absolute Power, number 2 is Absolute Power #2. That's the new DC event where Amanda Waller decides it's time to take care of the superheroes, and she's using Amazo technology to steal the powers from the superheroes.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice. That's 2 of 4, of course. And the number 1 title at Funny Books this upcoming Wednesday, August 7th, will be Gail Simone's new Uncanny X-Men #1, probably the most anticipated of the X-Men
This is
titles.
the one that I'm most looking forward to.
Yeah, it's got Rogue, Gambit, Wolverine, Jubilee. It's great to go on the hub and order for next Wednesday because this has a lot of great covers, including I really like the negative space covers are cool, right? The ones with they did one for Blood Hunt, which was
green, and they they've been doing them, but the problem with them is they don't have logos on
Yeah,
them.
right.
So I don't want too many of them on our shelves, as cool as they
Listen,
are.
as the person who's been the last few weeks putting these shelves together, as Steve has been on sabbatical, I can tell you most of these covers, there's one, maybe two copies on the shelf.
Yeah,
You want to be the one to snag that.
yeah.
You got to do the next Wednesday order, and it's noon.
Yeah, so get on there. Also this week, I mention really quickly, Garfield #1. I have to mention that for Anna.
Yep.
Anna's favorite is Garfield. Space Ghost 4, pick your cover. And there's a Nightmare Before Christmas pop-up book. I don't know if there's any actually available if we're getting them special orders, but if you want to order one, you could do. Even if we're sold out, we can order another one.
We can order another one for you.
Okay, that's it.
That's
I think
Sunday. Thanks for coming back, joining us here, season 2.
yes, remember to turn your Sunday into
Into
ZUNDAY.
Gabingi! And then
Now we
one
try to
thing-
figure out how to shut
one
the-
thing that's never going to change.
We need to change that.
How do you turn this off?